Packer with Austin Sewing Center in Louisville, Kentucky. And today we're going to be answering one of the most asked questions at Austin's. How do I know what thread to use? One of the things that makes Austin's unique is our huge selection of threads. One category of thread that we want to talk about today is what I like to call general sewing thread. Now we carry two brands of general sewing thread, Gooderman and Mettler. I find that if I'm looking for a certain color or shade, I can find it in one or the other. It's always nice to have two brands to choose from because one brand is not always going to have that shade that you need. Sewing threads generally are 40 weight. You will find that the greater the number, the finer the thread, and the lesser the number, the thicker the thread. No, it doesn't make any sense to me either, but that's just the way it is. We carry cotton and polyester in both of these brands. Now, how do you know whether to use cotton or polyester? That's a very, very good question. If your fabric is 100% cotton, then you should use cotton thread. Polyester thread is stronger than cotton thread. So if something is going to give, you want that to be your seam, not your fabric. It's much easier to repair a seam than to repair torn fabric. If your fabric is a blend, and many of our fashion fabrics and home deck fabrics are blends these days, then you will choose polyester thread. Now there are a couple exceptions to this rule. We also carry 100% silk sewing thread in 40 weight. If you are sewing on silk fabric, you might want to use silk thread. It's luxurious, strong, and looks beautiful on your silk fabric. The other exception would be if you are sewing on very fine or sheer fabrics. You might want to choose a lighter weight thread. For instance, this beautiful organza dress that I have back here. Now, if you were to hold a piece of 40 weight thread underneath this fabric, it would really show up, be very visible, and it would take away from the beauty of what you've created. So we carry a 60 weight, which remember, the bigger the number, the finer the thread. So the 60 weight thread is much finer. It will make a very beautiful seam and not really be visible. That is what you want for your lightweight fabrics. Stay tuned for more info on other types of threads. And until next time, happy sewing!